up by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, who's taking the stand?
That would be me.
Yep.
It's actually supposed to be Orlando, but O is out of town right now, so I am taking his place. And our boy Buck, our videographer, who, if you ever watch the Plead the Fifth videos on wild941.com, Buck puts all those together. He will be asking that extra question since Orlando is out.
He makes appearances every now and then.
You hear him.
Some get in trouble.
Yeah.
In the house, maybe. Some not.
Meredith getting me in trouble all the time.
So we have 3 questions in the room, 3 questions from the listeners. We have 1 plead and 1 boomerang. Buck, it's up to you, brother.
I'm up. All right. Davy, so you're an entrepreneur. You're all about getting that cheddar.
I'm trying to, bro.
The cheddar?
Right? You've started some business opportunities for yourself.
I'm working on it, homie.
So if you could go around the room and just let us know, if we could focus on one thing, whether it be radio or anything else or something, a skill we have, what would it be? How do we get that cheddar?
How do you get the cheddar?
So to improve on our lives that we can make more money?
Yeah. Like what's one thing? Like, let's say Meredith, likes to adopt cats.
Yeah.
Maybe she should quit radio and adopt cats
Okay.
more.
All right. Buck, you are a very talented videographer, and I know you kind of already do this a little bit, but I think you should start chasing some checks by going and doing like the wedding videos, the wedding photos, get into those packages. Because being somebody that does weddings, like on the DJ side, I know there's a lot of money to be made.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of the same people working weddings over and over again, meaning that I feel like there's a need in the market, or at least a place where you could get in, and it's fun, man. I absolutely love it. I have a blast doing it, so I know you would too. So that's a big bag that you could grab.
That you're missing out on.
Yep.
I like that.
Meredith's very trendy. Meredith always knows what's going on around in the city, what's the new, what's the latest. She's also, and Orlando points this out all the time, she's great at spending other people's money.
I am.
So I think
Suggesting things.
maybe being like, what are those, like the shoppers?
Personal shoppers?
A personal shopper for somebody that would kind of use your talents.
All right.
It's not your money. You can still stay trendy, and I think that would be a perfect avenue for you.
Like it.
Mark and I have had this discussion before too. Mark used to DJ in Chicago, and I think Mark should pick it back up. I think there's a lot of money to be made out here. Maybe Mark's a big fan of like dive bars and going to like little spots. Not like a big like club guy, but he knows that bar scene. I think it would be a home run if Mark started doing that little DJ circuit, getting some bread to spin at the bars that you're already frequenting.
Yeah.
It's a small investment in the equipment. You'll make that money back in a couple weeks, and it's just passive, easy, fun income.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I do miss DJing quite a bit. The only difference is back in Chicago, I would spin at like big clubs, and there's only a couple here.
Yeah, but you don't want to be at those big clubs.
Well, the music, I do. But yeah, just being in there every weekend.
We hear what you play in the car.
It's super consuming, man. Like, it takes over your body.
It absolutely, and that's why I suggested
the beach bars are like just easy.
The spots that you already go to.
You just hit play,
and you probably already know the managers.
Yeah, right.
Money.
Of course.
There you go.
At least the bartenders.
And I want 10% of each.
Okay. Davy, you've done a lot in your life.
Okay.
So far, and I want to know.
Sounds like a memoir.
What do you consider to be the highlight of your life?
Ooh.
At this moment?
Highlight of my life. I would say professionally, the highlight is undoubtedly getting on the Freak Show. I'll never forget being at my parents' house with a bottle of champagne when I told him that, like, my dad, all he wanted was me to get a full-time job.
Right.
Like, what do you...
Could have been at Home Depot.
Yeah, like, you've been doing this radio thing for a long time. Do they know that you... So when I went and I was able to tell him, yo, I'm going to be on the morning show. It's full-time. I have insurance and a 401k.
Hey.
That was real big for him. That was a highlight. Personally, I would say... probably like graduating high school and college are both a highlight. high school because I think a lot of people
Didn't expect you to graduate.
yeah, didn't expect me to, and not only that, told a lot of people around me that they didn't think I would. And in college, because I don't think I believed in myself enough that I could like really go through with it. And it was a school with a very high failure rate, and a lot of people I saw drop out, not make it. And there was points where I had like doubt that I was like, yo, this is too hard, this is too much. And to be able to go through with it, that was definitely a highlight.
All right, there you go.
All right, Marcus,
Davy.
dímelo.
All right. If I told you that you had 24 hours left to live,
Oh man,
that is it.
These are deep questions
I like
today.
this one.
Yeah. What are you going to do? How are you going to spend your 24 hours? Who are you going to be with? Where are you going to go? What are you going to say? What are you going to do? All those.
I'm gonna get my girl and like my family and go to my parents' house and just hang out there.
Okay,
That's
just sit
it.
at the parents' house.
Yep.
Wouldn't want to jump on a jet with parents, go
Nah.
see some last
Nah.
location you've never been to.
Nah.
You don't want to go to the homeland, no
Nah.
Costa Rica.
Homeland?
Come on, man.
No, I would sit in the living room with my mom and my
Would you
dad
drink?
and my parents. I'd drink. Yeah.
I think you need a
Among
drink.
other
Yeah.
things, probably.
Yeah, I would sit there, tell stories,
Yeah.
and just be grateful.
Take in all the ones that are closest to
Man,
you.
if I had 24 hours to live, I would say that I was, I lived a good life. It's so sad. Oh my god. but I did a lot of what I wanted to do, and a lot of things that like I feel a lot of my friends and people that I know kind of live vicariously through me.
Yeah.
So I would take that as like, you did it, and you did it on your own terms. So, but yeah, definitely it would be with my parents at their house, just kind of reminiscing. All right, 3 down, 3 to go. 888-429-0941. If you have a question for me, hit us up. I am on the stand. We are 3 questions down. I haven't had to use my plead yet. And I still have the boomerang if we feel like it's necessary. So 888-429-0941. You can call us or shoot us a text. What should we do? Should we get the phone calls or a text?
Phone call. I have Rebecca on the line.
Ooh.
Davy, here's my question for you. So I follow everyone on Instagram, and I love the show. And so when I comment, Orlando, Mark, and Meredith, like, all respond, but you don't. And so I was just really wondering why. Yeah, and then also I was wondering, so I recently had a baby, very exciting, and so was kind of charting my pregnancy on Instagram, and then I noticed that you unfollowed me.
Oh.
I gotta say, did you unfollow me because I was pregnant?
Probably. Yeah.
Davy.
We have no news for you at that point.
Yeah,
You're gone.
I've kind of made that kind of like, that's one of the things that I do. If I don't know you, and you know what, if I was following you, it was probably because I thought you were a good looking girl. But if I don't know you personally, and then you get pregnant, a lot of times, most of the time, I unfollow.
Yeah.
It's just that thing that I do, because what I followed you for no longer is the thing that's going
You're
on
not hot
your
anymore
Instagram.
because she's pregnant.
Well, then it starts to become about the baby, about the pregnancy, about the
We don't want to see that.
relationship.
How dare
I
she?
don't really want to see that.
No.
What was the first part about?
Commenting on photos.
That's true. Because I've tagged you in some stuff, and you don't ever hit me back.
That's
like
true.
some UFO stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm guilty of this for sure. I'll like it, but I don't do a lot of commenting. It's probably something I should work on. I'm also bad at texting back. Like, I
Oh
don't.
my God.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I try not to be on my phone all day. I end up being, but I don't know. Maybe it's something I need to work on. But like, I see one thing I see Orlando do is, like, when it's his birthday and he'll get 600 happy birthday comments.
Yeah.
He'll send 600 replies,
Yeah.
like, individually.
That's a lot of work.
I'm like, boy, I don't want to do all
He's
that.
like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm not here for that.
So if I didn't comment back, I apologize. If I unfollowed you, I don't apologize. Because I don't know, that's just my thing. If I know you personally and I have some kind of, like, I don't know, stake and really a relationship with you, then I wouldn't do that. But if it was just somebody that I don't really know, I don't really.
I have a good plead with question for you that just got texted in.
Okay.
Has any of these questions from Plead the Fifth gotten you in trouble with your girl? And if so, which one was it and what happened?
I've gotten in trouble with my girl in the past with this show. I don't know if it was necessarily Plead the Fifth. The one, believe it or not, out of all of the crazy things that we've talked about, the one time she got the maddest at me was the whole garage door thing.
Yeah.
When I woke her up at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
I didn't hear the follow-up about this, though.
Follow-up was she was pissed.
Okay.
Plead the Fifth sometimes gets me in trouble. I can't really remember the specific ones, but the way it always happens, it's always the same. She doesn't hear it. She always hears it from somebody else who
It makes it worse.
it's out of context.
Yeah.
They don't get it
Torturous.
right. So that's usually how it happens. But I'm not as bad as Meredith. Meredith seems to get in trouble almost every time
Okay.
that she's here.
Yeah, I think he stopped listening to the Monday show.
Yeah,
Because
my-
before he used to love it. He used to listen all the time, all this and that, and then it started dropping off. He
My
doesn't
girl
bring it up.
listens.
Yeah.
My girl more than anything listens to like Spanish music, so she doesn't catch this segment very often. If she does, it's like third party telling her, which is sometimes can be. It depends on who's telling her,
Okay.
but usually I don't get in too much trouble.
I have one last one.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay. Davy, have you ever used your status with the radio to get a hookup? Like if you were just an average Joe, it would not have happened. But since you're on the radio, it went down. This could be either at a restaurant or girls. Tell me.
Let me tell you something.
I'm going to second everything this man says right now.
Listen,
Yeah.
we're all guilty of it.
Hey.
We've all done it.
Do it weekly.
The answer is yes. I'm not that guy. I'm not like name dropping. I'm definitely not like that. Don't you know who I am guy? I think that's the absolute lamest thing. But if I'm trying to get a hookup, I might let it come up like in casual conversation. Something.
Do you
like
really?
that.
Sneak it in there.
I might slide it in
Okay,
there.
because I was going to say, like, I get it. With the women thing, it just happens.
The most fun, and you know what's funny is I don't do it like very often to get a hookup, but like if I am threatening to put somebody on blast, baby.
You want to know what I'm
I
doing
wish
Monday
you would tune in at 7:30 on wild941.com.
Yes.
What was your name? What's your manager's name? What's your boss's name? No, I really haven't done that. I haven't had to do it. I've threatened to put somebody on blast like that. But you know what? Honestly, I think we're all guilty of that.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
What about with chicks?
With chicks? Yeah.
All right, I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, and I think that is a wrap.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Okay, now I'm going to check my phone, see how much trouble I got in.
For real.
But your workday kickoff starts in 15 minutes. If you have something that you want to hear, 888-429-0941. Hit us up. We'll make it happen for you.